hurt before. All's fair in love and war. So I snuggle up close to the shell I'm living in. And if I let you in, another round begins. No, I'm spinning in a vicious cycle. I'm scared of doing something I'll regret. Maybe this is right, but I'm still staring at your silhouette. What if you're everything I need? A fire in my heart, the air I breathe. What if I'm incomplete without you by my side? What if I go against my heart instead of confessing from the start? What if I miss out on the life meant for us? I need you by my side.
Should I be scared? The feeling's so different now. You got me floating here, a feather in the air. Oh, but when the wind blows, will I tumble or sail away? Or would you have me stay? And what if I escape? I know
I'm spinning in a vicious cycle. I'm scared of doing something I'll regret. Maybe this is right, but I'm still staring at your silhouette. What if you're everything I need? A fire in my heart, the air I breathe. What if I'm incomplete without you by my side? What if I go against my heart instead of confessing from the start? What if I miss out on the life meant for us? I need you by my side, by your side. I'm not afraid. We found something that'll never fade. We can be ourselves and figure out the rest along the way. What if you're everything I need? A fire in my heart, the air I breathe. What if I'm incomplete without you by my side? What if I go against my heart instead of confessing from the start? What if I miss out on the life meant for us? I need you by my side. I need you by my side. I need you by my side. Maybe I'm a little young, but you don't know what I've become. Can't you see it in my face? But even living in disguise, but you can see the killer in my eyes. I've got a look you can't escape. Boku no mirai wa dare ni mo wakaranai. Mina wa boku o damenai.
Oh, crap, I'm muted. Dang it. Try this again. Good morning, coffee beans. How you doing this morning? Well, we had a heck of a day yesterday, didn't we? I mean, it was crazy yesterday. So, anyways, I got a new shirt, old school SFTP, right? So, anyway, I just made your morning. Well, I'm glad I made your morning. I'm glad I made your morning there, Beth Ann. And I saw that. Who was it? Who was it said? Who was it said they quit watching? Who was it? They said they stopped watching Glory. Nicole said you stopped watching Glorious Bastards to come watch me. Thank you. I like that movie. That's actually a good movie. Yeah. Yeah. That's a very interesting movie. A typical Quentin Tarantino style movie. But it's still a good movie. I enjoyed it. A little bit rough. A little rough language and stuff, but it's still a good movie. Still a very, very good movie. So listen, I've got a few little things I want to talk about this morning. And because here's the deal. I know that there were people that probably wanted to talk or whatever yesterday after the stream with Paige. Maybe they had some thoughts. Maybe they have, some, maybe you want to take me to task. Maybe you think I didn't handle it right. Maybe you thought I should have pushed back harder on this or that, or maybe you think I went too hard. Maybe you think I was a little bit, whatever. Doesn't matter. It absolutely positively doesn't matter. If you have some thoughts or opinions, give me maybe about 15 or 20 minutes to kind of go through some of the stuff that I've got this morning real quickly, briefly. And then I will take callers. I'm going to give you guys the time. And you know what? If you got things you want to talk to me or ask me about that has absolutely, positively nothing to do with my conversation yesterday with Paige, that's cool too. We can talk about that too. So anyway, just putting that out there. So let's get started into this so that we can get through these things pretty quickly and we can have some conversations. All right. So this is pretty funny, I think, considering yesterday, in the first stream that we did yesterday, which was, anyway, there was a little bit of a delay, a little bit of a hiccup, whatever, that type of thing. As they happen sometimes. And I've seen people kind of going after, Paige and don't do that. I mean, she was respectful, I felt, and I tried to be respectful, and I think I did. And anyway, I would just ask that, don't. Okay. But anyway, ha ho, it's off to the kitchen. I go to grab a cup and fill it up. Ha ho. Of course, we kind of talked about the Seven Dwarfs, Snow White, the Seven Dwarfs live action thing that Disney's going to be doing, how it's kind of become kind of a mess, because of Peter Dinklage's comments and stuff about, making a movie still involving dwarfs. And, he kind of crapped all over him. And then a lot of little people, actors and stuff kind of got upset saying, hey, damn it. Hey, that was a potential acting job you just took from me, bitch. So there was people on both sides of it. And then, of course, Paige asked me that during the interview, or not an interview, during the, I don't know what you will call it, or whatever, so. But anyway, I thought it was kind of funny, but definitely, it's definitely more coffee. Okay, let's get through this stuff real quick. So this young lady here, Pinky Doll, this is the one that kind of really blew up the other day, was the first, quote, NPC TikToker thing that I saw. Anyway, I'll put it that way. Kind of blew up or whatever. Well, this was, I could never, Dexto, I don't know, whatever. TikToker Pinky Doll reveals she makes $2,000 to $3,000 per NPC stream and an estimated $4,000 $5,000 per day from her OnlyFans signups. Wow. That's pretty good. I mean, so she's making anywhere from $6,000 to $8,000 a day. Well, let's see. That's 42,000 to 56,000. Is that right? Is my math? Is that my math right? So a day. So she makes upwards of about almost 60,000 a day. Dude, that's a lot of cheddar. Good for her, I guess. The NPC thing, those little NPC TikTok things, they just weird me the freak out. I'm not even going to lie. They're just, anyway. But I'm old, so what the hell do I know? All right. So I came across this last night. And this is in reference to, I guess, hang on here. What is it here? The Vanity Fair. Okay. A Vanity Fair, I guess, came out with an article yesterday. And I'm going to be honest with you, okay? Other than my very brief kind of coverage, a little bit of the Adam McIntyre thing, and the only reason why I even really covered that per se was because of the whole Cody Rants meltdown, live stream nonsense, whatever she did. So, I haven't really followed it subsequently. From what I understand, okay, this is based off of very limited knowledge, so people don't hate on me or beat me up too bad on this. But from what little I understand, it seems to me that Adam got a really bad shake of the stick back when he was 16, 17 years old, when basically everybody and his brother kind of went after him because of, I guess, him calling about stuff. Okay. And the internet kind of turned on him, and some really, really big creators went after him. And a lot of them were using that video that Cody Rants put out back in the day. And then subsequently Adam put out a video trying to stand up for his, as he said, his 17-year-old self, because he said nobody else did, and was trying to set the record straight. And then Cody came in, and what kind of appeared to me as like a coattail type thing, trying to ride off of that, and that, to try to capture that lightning in a bottle again, try to get that fame and hype again, and try to, make some money. Or at least that's the way it looked like to me. I may be wrong, but that was kind of my interpretation of the whole thing, right? And then it turns out that, she had sat on a bunch of this information for several years, and this was stuff that would have exonerated Adam, but she chose not to. And now it's kind of blown up, and there's been all these articles everywhere and stuff. And, of course, we've got the musical reply that Colleen did. And so now I guess this Vanity Fair has written this article. Adam McIntyre was not happy about this. He made some Twitter posts about it yesterday. And then this guy here, I'm just Xander. I don't really know what his thing is, but he said he's had, like 20 people have DM'd him asking me if the Vanity article defamation of character against Adam McIntyre. And anyway, he's a paralegal. He's in the process. There's this whole big long thing here, right? He says he's a paralegal. He's in the process of working to, pass the bar to become a lawyer, but he kind of breaks it down. And I'm not going, because it's a lot of stuff. If you guys want to read this, his @ is I'm just Xander. But he basically goes through and he explains how some of it might be fairly easy. Some of it may not be. People that I know have been following this thing say that I haven't read the article. Because again, I feel like trying to catch up and get it would be just too much. It's just too much. And this is, but I know, like, in a real brief conversation with Xylee, who I know she has been following this from the get-go, and she's fond of Adam, said it's just a horrible article. But even here she says, Xylee put a tweet out, says, I need y'all to listen. If you disagree, honestly, she doesn't care. Vanity Fair article, horribly written for many different reasons. Author's private Instagram should not be brigaded. There is no need to turn around and act like that. Doing that is no different than what Colleen did, weaponizing her audience against others. Just chill out and be better, folks. Hold the line. Yeah, and I kind of agree with that, right? So Adam McIntyre actually, I guess, tweets out, I guess this is the guy's, I guess Instagram or whatever, the author or whatever, maybe. And he says, well, and it's privated or so forth. So I guess basically people kind of went after him, this author that wrote the article and stuff. And, you know, all I will say is this. Adam, from my understanding, was brigaded, was maligned, was ostracized, was, just done horribly back a few years ago, right? And if you're an Adam supporter, right, if you think Adam was mistreated and done wrong, then remember how he was treated, right? And you didn't like that. You didn't like the way that it was done. Then turn around and doing it to somebody else. That's not the answer. There's a better way. Adam has if this article is as bad, and I, like I say again, I haven't read it, so I don't know. But Zally says it's horrible. I feel like Zally's a fairly reliable. I think she's reliable. Then Adam has avenues and recourses to deal with this. I'm sure Adam has legal representation. His lawyers can do whatever needs to be done on this. And I think that's probably the best way to have. What I would encourage you guys to do, if any of my viewers are supporters of Adam, is support Adam, right? Just give him encouragement, uplift him, be positive. That would be my recommendations, but whatever, right? All right. The last thing that I want to talk briefly about is this YouTube channel. Now, this YouTube channel, we kind of talked about this Sunday. I think it was when I first became aware of this. And this is a channel that, is doing the voice edits and stuff where they're taking and creators, different commentator creators in the community, and they're having them sing songs. Like the Tommy C Let It Go, right? He's got Tommy doing It's a Gundam. Great Ace sing Anything Goes, which is an older song. This one here, Keemstar, I'm Still Standing, very, very good adaptation. I'm not playing any of these songs. I'm going to tell you why. I thoroughly enjoyed it. We had a lot of fun, laughs, yucks, da-da-da-da-da. Okay. Everything got claimed. Some of the songs actually wound up getting blocked, which means it killed the video, the VOD after the fact, right? So I'm still having to go in because we played so many of the darn things, and I'm having to delete. And anyway, so that VOD from that day is at this point probably completely and totally nuked. So what I will say is this, if this is, if you guys have enjoyed those type of things, go check it out. The channel. Here we go. I'll link it in the chat for you guys. If you are not familiar with it, I will do that much for you guys. You guys can check that out. Yeah, it's the thing of it is he's the person. I say he, I don't know if it's man or whatever. I don't know what they're using, like, karaoke backgrounds and stuff, vocal or like the songs, and then they. I guess I keep saying they keep over. Then they overlay the AI, whatever. They've got it done where they're singing. And I've listened to a few of these. The Keemstar, I'm Still Standing, very good. It was a very good sampling of Keemstar's voice, and the AI on it's pretty good. What's some of the other ones? The grade A under A ones, I didn't much care for them. This one here, the Keemstar AI voice that they have is pretty good, right? The Alex Jones voice was pretty good. But I don't think Alex Jones's would be too hard. Tommy C's was very good as well. Seth was talking about this one last night. It's John Swan, somebody that I used to know. It's an AI cover. She said it was very, very good as well, but I haven't listened to it yet. And then I tried listening to this one here, Careless Whisper, Nicholas DeOrio. Didn't much care for it. I didn't like the AI. I don't think they captured Nick's voice very well. But you guys might think they did a good job. I don't know, but you can check that out or whatever. So, and on that note, excuse me, I'm done. That's pretty much all the stories I have this morning that I'm going to talk about. If you are in the chat there and you would like to talk and have a little chit chat with me, hop in the waiting room and I will pull you in. Like I said, we can talk about the conversation I had with Paige yesterday, or we could talk about something totally random. It will be your choice. So like I say, if you've ever wanted to talk, now's the time. Hop in the waiting room and I will have a conversation with you. If we don't get anybody in the next 3 to 4 minutes while I'm sitting here kind of rambling on or what have you, then I'm going to shout out some channels and call it a day. So evidently, while I'm kind of waiting here, we'll kind of talk about this briefly. That there seems to have been some more information and stuff coming out about the Carly Russell story. The police department has put out a statement, and in that statement, they said that they have been they have requested another interview with Carly, and they have been denied a second request to interview her. Drew's about to head out. Oh, thanks for tuning in for a little bit, Drew. I appreciate that. If I want something to look up, dude, okay. What's something to look up? Look up Lord Miles' situation and his Twitter. Okay. I'll make note of that right now. Let me bring up my little phone over here. I want to bring up my notes section. And I will do some note here. Lord Miles Twitter. Done. There we go. Anyway, I'll look that up. So we've got a caller. Let's see what is on his mind this morning. So how are we doing this morning, sir?
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing fine, Spectre. I was kind of watching chat a little bit there. And it seemed like you're having some problems sleeping, Hoss. What's up?
I'm not sure. I
Mm.
think it's because the majority of tonight I've spent the majority of getting clips for my next video. So
Mm.
yeah,
Okay.
so that's what I've been trying to do as much as I could, and I was telling myself, and this is probably my fault, but I was just telling myself I'm not going to bed until they get uploaded to where I need it to get uploaded so that I can save it.
Okay. All right. So,
hmm
do you have any questions that you would like to ask me about the conversation yesterday, or just any questions in general that you'd like to talk to me about?
Well, I mean, in regards to the conversation with Paige,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't think there's much I can say on that department because I think you
Okay.
did fine there. But I think you handled that a lot better than I expected. So
Okay.
yeah, but in regards to like stuff that's going around on
Mm-hmm.
my side, do you know what's going on with the SAG after strikes?
Well, I know that the writers
hmm
struck, and then shortly thereafter, the actors followed suit. Um,
hmm
I know they're trying to get more money,
Well, yeah.
and I know one of the reasons that they cited was to do to because of streaming services. Is that, I think, maybe?
No, but I do know that there was like an articles going around that Bob Iger might. It's up in the air right now. We don't know for sure, but he was considering like getting rid of Disney Plus or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know the full details. I'm not going to pretend like I do, you
Okay.
know. But I bring this up because I guess I found this tweet. A friend of mine found this tweet where I guess somebody had the clever idea to showcase um how somebody is capable of creating South Park episodes through AI.
Okay.
And hold on, let me find that.
So that's what they're upset about is AI.
Well, I mean, hold on, let me find it.
Let me see here. Let me just Google something real quick.
Okay, I put it in the general of your server.
All right, let's take a look at this here.
Yeah.
Let's see what the. Okay, let me just pause this for a second. Announcing our paper on generative TV and showrunner agents. Create episodes of TV shows with a prompt. Show one will write, animate, direct, voice, edit for you. We use South Park for research only. We won't be releasing ability to make your own South Park episodes. Not our IP. Okay.
hmm
All right.
I think it's just to me, from my point of view, from looking at this, I feel that like this might be the way that Hollywood might go, and if because there was, I guess there was talks going around that also Bob Iger said that they were literally to just waiting until the strikers give up, so they would have to go back to work.
Okay.
That's what I've been told. So,
All right. So here's if this is what they're if this is what the actors, writers, so forth, if this is one of the things that they're beefing about, and I'm gonna say this if right because I
Mhm.
don't know.
Mhm.
Here's what I will say to that. Let me ask you a question there, Spectre. Have you ever did you ever watch the movie Jurassic Park?
Oh, absolutely.
So where did they get the brontosauruses and triceratops and T-Rexes at?
If I remember correctly, it's been a while since I've seen the first one.
Mm-hmm.
It was through the.
No, 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 no. I'm not talking about the storyline. Where did they get the
Oh, I know.
animals to bring them in to record them?
Mosquitoes found in amber.
No, no, you're not following my train of thought here.
Oh, okay, okay.
So so they shoot this movie and they have all these dinosaurs all throughout this park, right?
Okay.
Where did they go and capture these animals and bring them to that island so that they can make that movie?
Oh, I actually don't know that.
Well, they didn't, because they've been extinct for millions of years.
Well, yeah,
So they were all what?
they are fictional.
Computer generated. They were CGI, correct?
That is correct.
All right. No one bitched about that, right? So,
Yeah.
so when they made any of these superhero movies, and people are flying through the air, be it Superman or whatever, right? Was the actor, various actors that played Superman, was that person actually flying through the air, or was that all fake?
I mean, it was all computer generated. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So here's my thing. They had no problems using CGI. And for a matter of fact, like, for example, most recently, the beloved actress, Carrie Fisher, passed away. They used a CGI generated Carrie Fisher to in the last Star Wars movie, right? They didn't have a problem with that. So if this is what they're getting all bent out of shape about, I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm not real sympathetic about this shit, right? But now all of a sudden, because average layman people can go to a website now and generate voices and whatever else, and all of a sudden they can do this. Listen, I don't think that, just like they're saying here, I don't think that people should be able to take someone's intellectual property and then start doing their own thing. That's copyright infringement. That's a whole nother conversation that they can have about, right?
Absolutely. Right.
Whatever, right? But if somebody wants to take and do a CGI animated and simulate voices and whatever else, I don't really have a fucking problem with that. I don't.
That's fine.
Because Hollywood shit's been doing this stuff for years. I don't.
Right.
I just don't. I mean, this whole strike about more money, whatever. Listen, I honestly, I wish them all the best in the world. If they can get more money, hey, good for you. If they don't, and all of a sudden all the movies and stuff kind of grind to a halt, I'm not going to shed a tear, because if we're in this is my personal opinion. There's very fucking few movies that have come out, or TV shows that come out that are actually worth the damn these days. I find
that is a fair point.
I find myself going back and watching older movies, older TV series, and things like that, and even rewatching them. I just really don't care.
Right.
And I think a lot of Americans are in this, or I say Americans, people, whatever, because this is where it's at. It's America. I don't think Americans care. I mean, Americans right now are struggling to be able to feed their families because inflation and grocery prices are through the roof. And pay for gasoline in their vehicles to be able to get to work. I'm not so sure that Americans really give two rips if some Hollywood actor or actress gets a few more pennies for a damn movie. I don't really think that's on the top priority list.
Right. That's fine. Yeah. That's fair for you to think. I'm okay with that.
Yeah. So
I mean, to be fair, I feel as though cinema as a whole really has gone downhill when people are excited for a Barbie movie of all things.
Well, I don't have a problem with people being excited about a Barbie movie. Kind of so much like when I started seeing some of the steals and stuff that was coming out of the I guess now delayed because of the strike and everything. But the Deadpool 3 with Wolverine and Hugh Jackson come back to play Wolverine. I was kind of stoked about that because I like Hugh Jackman and I like Ryan Reynolds' portrayal of Deadpool. But if it gets delayed a few years, I guess it gets delayed a few. I don't. Whatever. I'm not. Right. I just don't. I'm not. My life doesn't begin and end with Hollywood, so it's whatever.
Right.
It is, so.
No. I totally get it. Yeah. It's just my issue. My main issue with it is that it kind of just. I feel as though that with what's coming out regarding like how actors and all that and writers in particular aren't getting paid enough. That's my issue. That's because most of the time people use that as their livelihoods.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you a question, Spectre, and I don't want you to give a whole lot of information away because I'm not trying to dox you or expose you or anything like that.
Oh, absolutely not.
So
no, yeah, I get
do you do you have a regular like job that you work?
Yes, full time.
Okay. I'm sorry, you're what?
Full time.
Full time. Okay. Can you tell me what industry you work in? With again, I don't want you giving like specifics, just generalization.
Right. I guess the best generalization I can think of is retail.
Retail. Okay. So you work in retail, and whatever task or job that you have in retail, let's say you've been there for a few years. And I happen to know a little bit about retail because I for about 20 plus years, did IT work within the retail environment, right? So I know
Right.
how big of a garbage fire retail work in there is. Okay. So let's say you work in retail, and let's say maybe you're a departmental manager and you're over whatever, men's clothing.
Right.
All right. So you're working in that. And so you go to your boss and say, hey, listen, boss, I've been here for a year. I want a raise, right? Because I believe my skill set, my numbers are good. I want whatever. And the boss says, listen, Spectre, I would really love to do that and help you, but I can't. The money's just not there, right? And then you see that the retail company that you work for posts record profits for that quarter, right?
Oh yeah. I get what you're saying now.
Okay, and so that burns your ass, right?
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah, because you're like, bitch, you're making record profits. I can't get like a 50-cent raise or whatever, right?
Reminds me of like when major big video game companies lay off a shit ton of people, but while at the same time they post record profits.
And so it's like you feel like you're not valued or appreciated, right? You're just a number, you're just a cog in the wheel, right?
Yep.
Well, I have a little experience with that, right? So when I was working and doing that type of IT stuff and I've been with the company, like I said, for about 10 years or a little bit over 10 years at the time. And I went to the boss because I hadn't had a raise in several years. And in that time frame, they had added many more clients and customers that I was having to support. And I went to my boss and said, hey, I want a raise. He goes, well, I can't do it. I said, okay, that's fine. And then I immediately dusted off the old resume, spruced it up a little bit, tweaked it, reflected it. And then I started putting my resume out. Now it took me a little bit of time to find a job that I was willing to do for the amount of pay that they were offering.
Right.
But when I found it, I got about a $10,000 pay raise because I went to another company. Right. And I went and I called my boss up. I said, you need to check your email. And he goes, well, why are you leaving? I said, because I got another job with more money. Well, I just got I just got a raise. I said, oh, you did? He said, yeah, and it's a pretty good raise. I said, well, how much was the raise? He goes, it's $5,000. I said, well, here's the deal. The company that I'm going to work for has given me a $10,000 raise. I said, but I would be willing to stay here if you give me a $15,000 raise. And he said, why should I have to give you a $15,000 raise? I said, because you forced me to go out and look for another job. You insulted my talents and my abilities.
Yep.
So you're paying a penalty. You don't want to pay that. That's cool. Just know that in 10 days, I'm out of here.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So what I'm saying is this, it's called supply and demand. It's real simple. If you think your worth is more than what your employers are as paying you, then you simply go out and you find a company that will pay you what you're worth. And if you can't find a company that won't pay you what you think you're worth, then you may want to reevaluate what skill set do I have, right? And what do I need, skill sets do I need to add to my repertoire so that I make myself more marketable and can make more money? It's just that simple. So what I'm going to say to these actors and these writers and stuff, I understand you don't like it. You're not making enough money, but what skills are you bringing to the table, right? To garner that when you go in to negotiate, because the thing is, every time a writer or actor, whatever, they go in and they have a legal team that negotiates these contracts for them, right?
Right.
Then your problem really is with your legal team negotiating the contract. That's what it really all boils down. It's not like these guys are under salary. The days of a actor or actress signing a contract for these studios for so many pictures or whatever, right? Like they used to do back in the olden days, right? People, actors and actresses actually quote unquote belong to a studio. That doesn't happen anymore. They're independent contractors. If they're not happy with their pay, then shop it around. You know what I'm saying? Get better legal teams to represent you, or become just a better actor or actress. I mean, I don't like every actor and actresses out there. The actor and actresses that are beloved by society, well, those are one that gain, the big bucks.
Right. Absolutely.
So I'm sorry. I don't have a lot of sympathy for them. If they get more money, hey, good for them. If they don't ever make any more movies or television programs, I don't give a shit. It's just that, to me, it's that simple. But listen, I appreciate your call. I'm going to let you go.
Absolutely, yeah. Go right ahead.
I got other callers. Have a good day,
Yeah, I'll try. I'm trying. I'm going to go and pass out, so.
Yeah, you go get some sleep, buddy. I'll talk to you later.
Take care, brother. Absolutely.
All right, Huck, you're on the hot seat. Huck, do you know how to make your microphone work? Huck, 1, 2.
Good morning, people.
Oh, she about got the nuke. She about got the old hook right off the stage.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So what's going on? What's on your mind this morning, Huck?
Oh, Lord, what is it on my mind this morning, people?
All right, well, lay it on me. Maybe I can help you.
No, I just wanted to tell you real quick that I thought that your conversation with Paige yesterday was really, really good.
Okay.
I was not expecting any blood sports or anything like that because number one, you're not like that.
Nope.
Let's be honest. Unless you absolutely have to, and even then, it's kind of rare. And I knew that it was going to be good because from what I've seen of Pages from Paige too in the past, she's very open to having conversations when it comes to people having differences of opinion. But the problem that I have with her, and a lot of people can probably, agree or disagree with me. In the short amount of time that I've known about her, she shoots from the hip too damn much. And she tends to she did some backtracking yesterday on some points that you brought up to her. And it's like, okay, why do you have to backtrack? You know what I mean? Like, I get you get change your mind, things like that. You find out more stuff. Okay, fine, that's fine. But she seems to do that a lot.
Well, okay, so I'm going to I've done it as well, right? So you get a story, whatever, you start talking about things, and then all of a sudden some more evidence drops and you're like, ooh, well, that changed my whole perspective. Matter of fact, that happened yesterday, right? When Leon brought up the thing about the truck driver from Houston that was being held in Dubai, and because she got loud and yelled or what have you. And when I found out she was an influencer, I was immediately like, oh, she did this for clout. She did this for attention, whatever. But then I found an article while we're talking about it, where it talks about she got involved in a traffic accident, and then they were withholding her stuff, like her luggage and ID and things like that, credit cards and what have you. And so she got loud because they weren't giving her stuff back. So, okay, so that puts a little bit different spin on it because it wasn't a deal where she was doing it intentionally just for, quote, clout, right? So I had to backtrack. I had to walk it back what my original assessment of the situation is. But, it's one of those things, too, like we went on further to say, you got to know where it is you're going when you're going to a foreign country. You can't go in to a foreign country with the attitude of, oh, I'm American, so I can, by God, do whatever I want to because I'm American. No, that shit don't play, homie. When you're there, you are a foreigner, and you have to live and abide by their rules. Doesn't matter if you agree with them or not. It's their rules, and you have to adhere to them. So I'm sorry that the young lady is incarcerated, and I'm sorry, but you go into a country like Dubai, and especially when you're a woman, don't go in there thinking you have the same rights and freedom as a woman here in the States, because guess what? You don't. You're barely treated as a human in that country. So, they don't have the real good track record when it comes to women rights and privileges. So, yeah.
Right. No,
So
that I get, and that
yeah,
was, that's a small. Yeah, I get that too. And yes, I
yeah,
will agree.
yeah,
We all tend to, when we, in this short amount of time that I've been doing this, right?
yeah,
I'm sure that there will be stories that I do that I'm gonna get information on. There's gonna be new information that comes out
yeah,
later, whatever it may be, and I get that.
yeah.
But again, maybe it just seems to me personally, and other people can agree or disagree with me on it, that it just seems to me that Paige seems to do that quite a bit. But again, that's probably just me. And I
Well,
get it that it's not, she's not perfect. No one is perfect when it comes to reporting stories. I'm not even dogging her on that for that, right? It's
yeah,
just she seemed to have shot from the hip, especially when she reached out to you to
yeah,
have the
yeah,
conversation with
yeah,
you.
yeah,
And she was coming in a little hot. Let's be
yeah,
honest, she came
yeah,
in a little hot.
yeah, yeah.
So that was where I'm coming from. But again, but I knew that you were going to have a good conversation with her yesterday, and I knew that it was going to
Mm,
go well. So
yeah,
that's why I, no one can. Well, I mean, I'm sure that there will be other
yeah.
people that disagree, and you can, do what you want with that. But we found it entertaining, and
Well,
we love
good,
you for it. So
good.
there you go.
Speaking of conversations,
Yes.
you're going to be having a conversation with a guest, a surprise person tonight, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to be
Mm-hmm.
at it's going to be at what, 9 o'clock Central or Eastern Standard Time tonight, correct?
Yes, 9 Eastern, 8 Central.
8
Yes.
Central, yeah. And I've got it up here on the stream, and I'm going to copy and I'm going to paste this right here in the chat. So, guys, if you've
Yes.
not subscribed to Miss Kay Huck's channel, that's a link to the stream. Subscribe to her channel, but anyway, she's going to be having a very special guest. Don't know who it is, but I'm looking forward to it, because one of the things I will say about Kay Huck, even though she's kind of new to streaming and she kind of had her challenges, shall we say, when she first started, some technical difficulties. She's gotten a lot better, and she does a really, really good job interviewing people. And so
Oh, well, thank you. Yes.
you've got
Thank you.
you've got your special guest tonight, and
Mm-hmm.
then Friday night, for whatever reason, you're having this old man on your stream Friday night. We're gonna have a conversation. So
What do you mean for whatever reason? What's it supposed to mean?
am I going to have, okay, K-Hook, am I going to have to add you to the list of like D-Max and Seth and Gigi, everybody just, after the quote peepaw clout? Is that what this is about? Is this a clout grab?
Caught me. Damn it, you caught me.
I know, every time I'm saying, I'm joking, guys, but
I know.
it's like Seth, bless her heart, she'll tweet something out, and then she's immediately in my DM saying, "People, you haven't liked my tweet. Go like and retweet my tweet." I'm like, "What? What are you talking about?" Oh, hang on, Liana. I'm gonna get you there in just a minute. Please be patient. Please be patient with me. And so now D-Max is now D-Max is doing the same thing. I don't know. I guess they think it's kind of a stick or a gag or whatever. So I'm like, just please take all my clout, give it to D-Max, give it to Seth, give it to Gigi, give it to K-Huck. I just just go follow them.
You got too much. I mean, yes, there is some clout to give around. No, I'm not gonna lie, but we don't want to take your clout.
Listen, guys, I'm gonna let you know a secret. I don't subscribe to this whole clout thing, right? I really
Hold
don't.
on. Correction. I don't want to take your clout. I can't speak for everybody else,
Mm.
but
Oh, Seth wants it.
sure that's not the
Seth
case.
clamors for it. Yeah. So, Well, listen,
That's a step.
thank you for the kind
Over.
words this morning. I am looking forward to your stream this evening with your special
Be a lot of
guest,
fun.
and I think it's
Yes,
gonna be
it's
really
gonna be a
good.
lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yes,
So,
and then Saturday I have one with Rennie.
oh yeah, Rennie, I forgot about that. Yeah. So
Yeah, Saturday
you've got
with
boom,
Rennie.
boom, boom. You've got some. That's awesome. That's great.
Yes.
Good job.
Yes, I'm very, very excited. I'm very excited.
Yeah.
Tonight is going to be awesome, and then these next
Yeah.
3 days are going to be great. But
Cool.
you have a good day, sir, and I will talk to you tomorrow.
All right. Yeah, I'll talk to you tomorrow evening. You have a good day, hon. See you later.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. All right, Liana. I apologize that you had to wait for so long, but I was trying to bring people in as they called in the order they called in, and give everybody, their time. So now
That's okay, people.
this
I'm
this
just wondering, when I get big and famous, you'll promote me like that.
Liana, I will promote you, hon, anytime. If you go back to making content again, because I know you had that little kerfuffle.
I am making content. Toxic and I are killing it. We've just got a lot of you don't even care, people.
That's not true. I do support Toxic in your podcast, still recording, right? I listen to it. I'm subscribed to the channel.
You're promoting these people like Cuck who have been here a minute. I've been here a year. Actually, I wanted to talk to you about that.
Okay.
I was thinking about something. I've completely lost it.
Oh, no.
The retail thing you're talking about. No, I haven't lost it, like drug-wise.
Okay. All right.
The retail thing you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
I didn't work for 2 years during COVID.
Okay.
And then I got a job in retail at a supermarket, and that's when I lost my shit again and got on drugs.
And
like it was insane. Like the way retail is, especially at a supermarket, like you're on Red Bulls all day.
Yeah.
My area, or the guy, the supervisor, was dealing cocaine.
Oh.
And he was snorting it up in the tea room upstairs.
Yeah.
And he was soliciting. So I was just thinking about what you guys were talking about, the retail thing. I'm like, yeah, I did go crazy when I stopped working in retail for 2 years, and I went back and I'm like, this is fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
And it made me think, retail is disgusting.
Retail is horrible. Retail is probably one of the worst environments. Right up there with fast food service, right? It's started
in fast food.
Yeah, it's just a grind. But no, I'm saying I've got Toxic's channel pulled up. Toxic has done some stuff on his own, which I was really glad to see him become a little more active, whatever. But the last thing that you guys did was the Edwin interview, right?
More confident. He's getting more confident to do things by himself, because he was a little shy, especially when he stepped away from now recording for a minute.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. But
I'm really proud of Toxic.
But what I'm saying is okay. So I listened to the interview podcast, whatever, where you were kind of talking about your history and how you used to have your own YouTube channel and how you used to do your own content. And then you had a person in your life that went in there and nuked your channel, right? Destroyed everything the work that you done, right?
I used to make music videos for Trish Stratus. Oh my God. It makes me want to cry. Like all the work I did.
Yeah, I can see how that could be so.
I love editing, but I'm a superstar, so I should be on the radio.
Well, I don't disagree with that, but when I'm saying I would be glad to highlight you, I do highlight Toxic, and when you guys still recording when you guys put out things.
I wasn't trying to make you feel bad. I'm just impatient and I want to go to bed soon.
Well, no, what I was trying to say was I was going to encourage you to make another channel and start doing your own thing too. Right? Because you are a highly entertaining person. You really are.
Yeah. I want to do my own thing, but I'm going to see someone in Vegas soon.
Yeah. Okay.
Eva, fuck off. Nah, Eva. No, I'm just kidding.
So you're going to Vegas? Are you going to go see the? Are you going to the Elvis wedding chapel while you're in Vegas?
I hope so.
So maybe you can marry an American. I gotta. You know what? I'm about to check. I'm about to check with Banana. Maybe he's going to Vegas. Are you meeting Banana? Is Banana finally going to make you an honest woman?
Banana. Why the fuck would I meet Banana? I've got Yeah, Banana's cool and all, don't get me wrong.
So what about Matt Pitt? Because I know you had his child, his love child. So is Matt Pitt going to make an honest woman of you and put that ring on the finger?
Matt Pitt currently has custody of Tommy C. Jr.
Tommy C. Jr. Okay.
Trying to change his name, and it's not getting very far.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm going to see Andy Warski. I'm going to be on Kino Casino.
Really? Cool.
I'm
beans.
100% not lying to you.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, I'll have to keep my eyes and ears open for that. So
yeah, I'm gonna fuck his brains out.
We're
gonna talk some serious. Yeah, I'm in love with him.
Are you?
Mm.
Well, I honestly don't know a whole lot about Andy, other than I know he's a creator and he's done some boxing matches and stuff. And he's kind of, if I remember right, he was kind of part of that whole like Ethan Ralph and all that kind of crew, right? That's the world he's from. Yeah. See,
yeah.
I don't because they do like a lot of like the blood sports and yelling and stuff and what have you. And I don't enjoy that stuff. I don't.
Oh,
so
people, I had no idea who Andy Warski was. Like when I started talking to him, he started following me on Twitter and I started following him.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so what do you do?
Yeah.
And he's like, you don't know who I am? I'm like, no.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, okay. And then he had beef with Tommy C back in the day. And then I had to hear Tommy bitching about Andy and then Andy bitching about Tommy. And I'm like, both of you shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I love him. He's the best.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Well, have you ever been to America before? Have you ever been to the States?
No, it's my first time.
Well, I hope you have a wonderful time. I hope you enjoy our country. I'm a little biased. I think it's probably one of of course, I've only been to 2 countries. I've been to America and Canada. And quite honestly, there was geographically, whatever, there wasn't a whole lot of difference between the two.
Well, Andy's actually Canadian, so I've got the best of both worlds.
Well, there you go. I will say this: the Canadian people that I met were all very, very just kind and gracious people, and nothing but positive things to say about them. So,
oh, thanks for that. No, I appreciate it.
Yeah, but I hope you have fun. So,
I will have fun. I'll probably drunkenly message you in Vegas and say I just lost $200,000, or I might go to the Sphere. I might go to this. I don't have $200,000. What am I talking about? I'm gonna go to the Sphere. You know that big Sphere thing?
Yeah. I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna spray paint it. I'm gonna tag it.
That might get you in a little bit of trouble. I don't know. But there's there's a lot of wild stuff that goes on in Vegas, right? I mean,
yeah.
You know what they say? What goes on in Vegas stays in Vegas.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Yeah, you can't.
I've got a big fucking mouth, so I'll be telling everyone.
Well, that's fine too, right? So.
Yeah.
All
right. Well, anyways, I will let you go.
Okay.
I just wanted to make sure I had more time than K-Huck. How long have I been on for?
I think you've probably been about maybe 30 seconds more than K-Huck. So there you go.
I don't buy it. So anyways, why did you say Banana first of all the people? Is Texas close to Vegas?
It's closer than I am. But no, here's why. Okay, so when because you had put your name in the hat to be one of the co-hosts on the Fears Mud, right?
Yeah, and they dropped out.
And I was very excited about that, but because of the time zone and your work schedule, it just wasn't going to work out. And the whole thing was yes, and I was disappointed as well because I think working with you would be really a lot of fun. And I told Banana, I said, Banana, if you would just marry her, she could move to the States, and then we'd get her in the right time zone, and there, and whatever, and you could take care of her.
I do remember that.
Yeah, and so I was like, well, maybe Banana was finally going to marry you and bring you over here. So,
oh, too bad.
Yeah,
too bad. You'll have to marry Joey.
There you go. I'll say this: if you come over here and you wind up married to Andy or something like that, you're going to break a lot of hearts because I know there's a lot of a lot of guys out there that really like you. So,
Oh, thank you, people.
well, you're a lovely young lady. So,
Thank you. I appreciate that.
okay. Well,
All right. I
listen.
think I've been on longer than K Huck.
Now, okay.
By the
All
way,
right.
I'm the special guest on her podcast. Spoiler alert.
Oh, are you?
Sorry. Yeah, I
Was
am.
you supposed to let that out of the bag?
No, I just wanted to fuck with
Oh,
her.
you did?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right.
Yeah. Also, Women Recordings coming back.
It is. Are you making that announcement too? All right.
Rest in peace, Woman Recording. Bye.
Yeah. Bye. Yeah, bye. See, okay. Liana is she's such an entertainer. She really is. I like Liana. But you just never know. You just never know what's gonna happen. But anyway, I think that's gonna be it for this morning. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream this morning. Hopefully you enjoyed the little question and answer time, what have you. Spectre, I still see you in chat. You're supposed to be going to bed, sir, and getting some sleep, sir. So I'm gonna end the stream so Spectre will go to bed because he's not being a responsible adult. Anyway, listen, I hope you guys have a great day. Make sure, real quick here, we run through this. Like I said, it showed Toxic. Make sure you check out Toxic. Now recording. They just dropped a interview video with Josh Pescator. I've started it. I haven't got to finish it. It's been very good so far. They did a live last night where they went over the Grimsey versus Tommy C. Somehow, for whatever reason, Grimsey went from being in a kerfuffle with, I think the guy's name Potato or something like that. I can't keep all these people straight. Their names. I can't. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be, necessarily disrespectful, but whatever. And then Grimsey turned around to make it about him and Tommy C. He's now done like 2 videos, streams water on Tommy C. Just kind of, shitting all over him. Tommy C did a follow-up video yesterday. I haven't even got a chance to watch it yet because I, was tied up doing the thing with Paige yesterday. So I've got to watch that over on Shot from the Point. And then, of course, the lovely, lovely Van Luke. Make sure you check out her channel. She put out a video just a few hours ago where she talks about Rich Lux and Shoddy Bay's bestie Willito. I don't know who any of these people are. It's not my world. I'll be honest with you. I'm probably not even saying the name right, but I know how to say Van Luke because she's a huge supporter of this channel, and she's always been so sweet and kind to me. And so I wanted to show her some love this morning. She showed the channel a lot of love yesterday during the stream, a lot of support, and I greatly, greatly so appreciated that. So if you guys are not watching, if you like, she primarily does the drama / tea, makeup, beauty, community type stuff. And if that's your cup of tea, then 100% go check out Van Luke because she's a very talented, lovely young lady who does a really good job, and I'm gonna just kind of shout her out a little bit this morning. So anyway, until tomorrow, I'll see you guys. Oh no, tonight, guys, I'm such an idiot. Clear as mud, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be doing a video. We've got some really wild stories. We're going to be talking about the Grimsey stuff a little bit. And then, guys, you ready for this? Listen to this. We have a story about a woman and a pirate ghost. And Marilyn Monroe. Now, if you could sit there and figure out how a woman, a pirate ghost, and Marilyn Monroe all tie together, then you're doing something special with your lives, I can tell you. we've got a story tonight that involves a pirate ghost, Marilyn Monroe, and this woman. And this story is going to blow your minds. I promise you it's going to blow your minds. So tune in tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time over on Clear as Mud. Gigi, Seth, myself, and we're going to go on that. I don't know if Banana will pop in or not. I haven't talked to Banana in a few days. Like I said, he's really popping and with work and stuff. But anyway, I will see you guys this evening over at Clear as Mud. Until then, remember, guys, what do? We keep our powder dry and we look in the funny papers. See you later.